Good morning and sliding into afternoon. Judy Allen, also known as Nana, here in San Antonio, Texas, with Teach Me Nana. So today we're going to keep it easy peasy, right? And we're going to show you all those tips and tricks. And this Nana is glad to be home. Made it home last night late, sliding in just in time for cold weather to hit again, right? So let's go down the hands and let's get started. All right, that's what it's about. Okay, so these are some things we actually created more than this. You'd have to look at the videos. But this is what I have left after I've already given some stuff away, right? So that's what it's all about, creating, sharing, and giving. And that means giving the stuff you create to somebody else. So the first thing I'm going to do today is to show you an easy tip. I'm using some cardstock. I've added cardstock, coordinating cardstock. So if you want an easy way to sit there and fold your cards in half, you say, well, I can't do it straight. Well, then that's fine. Use your tool here to sit it there and help you get that straight. All right, just stuck in the corner. This is already there. This is what you pull out to extend the inches, but this is just an easy way to get it right like that. Okay, make your life easier. All right, so I'm going to set this aside because this is the base we're going to use, and I'm going to use one of our envelopes again. All right, so let's go through this and show you how to do this. So I'm just going to trim just a smidgen. You just want it over the edge enough so you can sit up there and trim off the edges of the envelope. Alright, so that we can open it up and use what we want to use. I'm going to do the same on the other side so that you can see it. I'm just flipped it over. And again, you can see here's the groove right here. And that's what you want to sit there and make sure you're over that groove. I'm going to put that trash piece there. And we're just going to trim off the edge. Alright? Oop. Need a little bit more edge than that. See, I didn't quite get it. But that's what you're going to do. Alright? And then from here, we're going to open it up. This has already got a score line for us, right? Now, we are going to be putting this straight on this card right here. And this is a 4 1/4, as I can show you. You can't see it there. Let's see, 4 1/4 right here. And then we're going to have it over here. And you'll be able to see that it is 5 and, well, that was 4 1/4. Turn this way, and you'll be able to see, put on this line, that is 5 1/2. Okay, so we're going to sit there and slice this down a little bit smaller, but first I'm just going to go ahead and do what we know we can do, right? We're going to first just cut along this score line. Now put this aside. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. So there is a score line. You may not see it as easily, but it's right there where you fold the envelope. And we take that off, and we can use that blue here for something else. So save your scraps. Now we do have to size this down. If this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, I need at least go 1/4 of an inch less to be able to see all those colors. So for me, I'm going to take it right here and make it a 4 inch, as long as I'm not cutting off any flowers. Maybe a little. Okay, I'll be okay if it's just a little. And then I'm going to come down here and make this 5, let's see, I'll have to come down here, 5 1/4. Again, I don't want to cut off my flowers, so you can just flip it around. Actually, if you look up here, there's a mark here that we can easily get that 1/4 of an inch. I don't have to go all the way down there. So just cut a 1/4 of an inch off, because all I'm really doing, right, to get to 5 1/4. Okay, so we're going to move this over, and I'm just going to put it right here, okay? It's going to go just like this. I'm going to put this aside a moment because I don't need this at the moment. And yes, you'll have to let us know how you like the lighting, because we do have new lighting since the first of the year, because it was a Christmas gift. You need more lighting, especially like today. Today's overcasted, that cooler weather. And here we go. So we're just going to put it right here. So yes, we'll have to put something on the inside, right? You always want to put something on the inside, like a just regular white, which we can easily get from our scraps of stuff to stamp. Now, what I want to do is I wanted to pick up on this right here. So what I've done is this is a 3 1/2 by 3 1/2, and I'll write that down for you. 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. Okay, square. Alright, that's what this is in Pebble Path. And what I did is I die cut it with stylish shapes because I wanted to get a nice big circle in front of this, so I just had to use the largest one here. If you want anything larger, because this is actually larger than in the 2.5 inch punch, you'd have to go to the deckled circle dies. Alright, so what I'm going to do with this here is I want to put this down here, and I'm just going to lift this up like here. Alright, so this I'm going to put down with some tape here. Well, let's see, a little bit left. I wasn't sure I had left. And I'm going to just put what little I have left in this one, and we're going to put this down here, okay? So really it's depending on what you want to do, right? Now I wanted to be able to capture the small flowers, put them in the center right here. And you know, I didn't have to add the frame if I didn't want to, but I at least wanted this right here because I thought this was real pretty, and to add this right here. And then I'm going to put this, like I said, up on dimensionals. So all we're going to do is come back here and put them on the corners. Hello. I'm telling you, it's interesting. At least it's not frozen outside, right? Let's see. It's not frozen outside. It came from being frozen in for, gosh, since Sunday evening through yesterday. So that was an experience, right? So there you go. Part of the country that does not have something to go clean off the roads. So that's all we're going to do is we're just going to put this over this. You have snow. We didn't have snow. It was just like I was in northwest Louisiana up in the Shreveport Bossier area, and they just had, it wasn't snow. It was more like white, I don't know, white hail or something. I don't know. Just little pieces. So it wasn't flaky snow or anything. So yeah, so everything froze over and all. Alright, so we're just going to do this here. It looks like I may have did a little bit crooked. I can't tell. But anyway, from here, then we're going to stamp a sentiment. So I actually I need birthday cards. I don't know about you, but I need birthday cards. So I don't really want this way up here. I want to really show off the flowers. So what we're going to do is we're going to mask. You can do this either one of two ways. You'll have to, because this is actually crossing over a little, and I didn't bring my pens. So if you had the pens, you can color your stamps with the pens, and like in this particular case, if you look, see how the happy and the birthday actually cross over? Well, if I had my pens with me, I could have just colored the word happy right around that and stamped it beautifully on, and I didn't do that. So we're just going to work with what I got, alright? So I don't, like I said, we could easily put it over here, and that's fine. I don't want to mess up the pretty flowers there. It's all about the pretty flowers for me. So we're going to stamp this here. So this does not have a happy birthday in it, but I am in dire need of thank you notes and happy birthday notes. That is what I'm sorely lacking. I'm going through them as fast as I can make them. So that means you either need to make more when we're live, or I have to do it afterwards too. So there you go. There's people that have birthdays all year round. So if I'm going to do something like this, then I'm just going to trim it, right? I want the gold. If we don't like this, I'll stamp it again and we'll do it the other way. But I really did not want to have to do that. I could use my cutting board, but I didn't. So the main thing I want to do is capture these dandelions, right? And I can put this right here to the side is what I wanted to do. I got that, that's fine. Alright, but I'm going to put it up on dimensionals too. And then we're going to take some of these little flowers here that we have left over. So we have some of these left over here. And I have more, right? Because I get 2 kits a month, so I have some extra stuff. And I'm just going to sort of curve this around. Now, if I curve this around right here, I'm going to have to trim it a little, right? Because it's going to go over, but that is okay. So I'm going to have that here, and I'm going to have this over here. So I'm just going to put that up on dimensionals. Man, I wish we had snow. Would have been fun. The kids could have got out in the snow. You know, the thing is with when you have just sleet and it looks like snow, but it's not, and it freezes. The kids think they can still go outside, but I assure you, the kiddos were slipping and falling. The older one, anyway, the teenager. The younger ones couldn't go outside. This Nana stayed inside as much as I could because I didn't want to step on the ice either. Alright, it's going to have to go down here, right? Because I don't want to cover up anything, but we want to capture the color to help accent that. Now when we do this, you're going to want to, so we've got dimensionals here, and then right in here we want to just put some tape or glue. Alright, just a smidgen just to hold it down, right? And then we'll take this off. So, Berner, how much snow did you guys get? So you can say Greg left just in time. Alright, then we'll put some dimensionals right here. So yes, in San Antonio they had cold weather. I wasn't home when they had the cold weather, but they had cold weather. And it wasn't snow. So it's, you know, it's all about the roads freezing over, roads closing and things like that, right? About safety. So that's what we get into here, is we just aren't designed for it. Same thing, even where I was at, they weren't designed, right, to go clear the roads. Best they'll do is go on the overpasses and throw some sand down, and that, you know, that's what they do. And until you know, shut down school. So I have lived in South Dakota where they didn't shut down school, right? You have snow and all that, you still went to school. Well, not in other parts, right? So some folks were home, gosh, all the way through yesterday. No school, Nana time, and opportunity time. Yep. Alright, so we're just going to put this right here. Now, I like Wink Castella. You know I like Wink Castella, and Wink Castella always adds a little touch. You guys could ask anything else you wanted to, too. So if you have a birthday, and you're checking this out, let me know. If you have a birthday this month, and I will send you a birthday card, in addition to the people I've already sent cards to. Right? It's all about making your day, and making your day special. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right here. I'm going to add some bling. Now see, this wasn't that easy. Like I said, this was a 3.5 by 3.5 square that we started. And this basically, when you get through circling it out, it's about, I don't even have to tell you about, I can tell you what it actually is. So by the time you get through doing the circle, it's about 3 inches. I can't get in flowers there, but you can see that's roughly 3 inches is what that circle was. So it gave you that extra quarter there so you could show that circle in there. So right, it's all about making somebody's day special for them. And this is just some pretty bling. I hope they come out with this on a regular basis because I really like this bling. It's real pretty, real pretty. And if you've got aquamarine as a birthstone, you'll like this as well too. So there we go. That was very simple and easy to make. We just cut out a circle using a die, and I set it there and just altered this that was in the kit already. This is the envelope that's been altered, and then like I said, on the inside you're going to want to sit up here and put a sentiment, right? So this is what's left over is a perfect way to do it. And all we're going to do to make that happen is we're going to sit there and resize this, okay? So for starters, we'll go ahead and we'll take this off, this part here. So if you like, preferably, some people might say, well, we're just squaring it off. Well, yeah, that's all we're doing is squaring it off, right? And I can do it from here, so we have the arch out of the way. It's up to you if you want the arch, right? Sometimes I use the arch, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the day and the moment and what I'm thinking. And if you have the flower, you can stamp flowers on the inside as well too. But see how this will fit perfectly right in here to do a sentiment. And we'll just put it here with adhesive. I don't know what that was. Almost looked like a piece of an eraser. Alright, so there you go. We can have a sentiment right here. And let's just show you how easy it is to sit there and stamp those flowers there. And now we have just a nice, easy card, right? Because we have flowers that we can stamp in here as well. I'm going to do it in the Pebble Path since I've already got the gold there. Yeah, as Bertner says that she's got snow. It's like, that's what the kids were wanting to do, is go outside and create a snowman. And it's like, it's ice. It's not snow. So, you know, if you're not used to snow, you don't get snow, you want snow, right? And if you get snow all the time, then generally those folks are ready for the snow to go away. So it's always so cute. Yep, so all I'm going to do is ink this up right here. You can do it either way. I chose to flip mine upside down and do it that way, but you can do it the other way too. And then I'm just going to put this right here. And then I can stamp whatever sentiment I want on the inside. So that is how easy and quick it is to make a card with using the envelope and all. So I hope you enjoy this, right? It's all about just creating, sharing, and giving, and making a difference in someone else's life. So at least this gives me a head start for birthday cards. I still have at least one thank you card. I think I do owe someone, just because they just gave me something, right, as a gift. So with that, go out there, create, share, and give. And remember, you can always watch this out there on YouTube, because we're out there on YouTube, and go out there and make someone's day, right? So look forward to seeing you next week with Teach Me Nana, which next week we're going to make a box. All right? We're going to decorate it, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. All right? Be blessed. Look forward to seeing you next week with Teach Me Nana. Bye.